I just walked outside to go to the front yard and I heard this swarm. I followed it over, it went over the house and now it's at the top of the pine trees. I'm not sure what's happening. Still following that swarm. They slowed down over this area. Don't look directly in the sun, like you can, all of that is bees. – 15 minutes later, they have officially found their new temporary home. Not in any of the swarm traps that we have put out, not in any of the tiny low trees we have, but in one of the tallest freaking trees in the middle of a bunch of other trees, making it virtually nearly impossible to catch. So as of 6 o'clock or so last night, the bees were no longer in that tree anymore. And we did have a lot of bee activity at this swarm catcher. Brad has caught, I don't know, 3 or 4 swarms in this tree. Every time we catch a swarm, we take them out and put the box back up. So last night we just let them be. Today we are going to take them out and move them down to this hive. And then this evening we will take this hive and go put it with the rest of the apiary. Frame number 1. Drawing wax on it too.
Drawing that frame out. Let's look at the other side. Drawing wax on that side. Go ahead. Heard some bees fall.
Clump fell.
It's a little better. Has that got nectar or is that eggs in it?
This is nectar. This is the one I think she's going to be on.
That was the bait frame. So this was the only frame of actual comb we had in this trap. It was just some really old brood comb.
I'm going to get it over the hive before I turn it. Because if they fall off.
Yeah, they're going to fall.
I'm in shadow. I can't see. I don't see a queen. Excuse me, girls. Alright.
There she is.
What color is she?
She's blue.
So she's probably definitely, and there's eggs in there.
And so that was a foundation yesterday.
That's insane.
Alright. So she might have came out of colony 15.
I'm very confident she did, based on the activity at the door yesterday.
So what had happened is we had what we thought was a queenless colony. It was a nuke, or it was a split that just never requeened. All the other colonies were queened, so I put a nuke. I installed a 3-frame nuke with that queen into that colony. There must have been a queen in there because they swarmed, because that colony had 0 brood. It won't take too long. They'll start figuring out where they live. A lot of them are going to be going up there by the tree because that's where they wanted to. But eventually, we'll get some down here fanning. Just like they'll start putting their butts up in the air and telling all the other ones. See that right there? They raise their abdomen but point the tip down. That exposes the Nasonov gland. And that is basically their homing beacon. They're telling all the other bees, this is where we are. we're just gonna let this sit like this until dark. And at dark, we'll move it over to its new location. So all the foragers are home. We're gonna push these in here.
So we just drove from the spot over by Brad's truck to the apiary. And spot 10 was a dud colony that we had to merge with its neighbor. So now that one will take its spot. Now she's home. So now these girls are going to reorient to this spot. Tomorrow, a few of the foragers will probably end up back over there at that tree where they initially landed, because that's where they thought their new permanent home was going to be. But for the most part, most of them will start landing right here and hopefully continue to build wax and bring in some nectar to make honey.